Alarming scene unfolded in Capitol Hill this morning as hundreds of members of the white supremacist group Patriot Front marched through D.C.
Repeatedly criticized the vice president for not specifically calling out Antifa and other left-wing extremist groups. But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
Somebody said they wanted to make America great again. Nah. What they meant by make America great was when it was great for them, but stuff for you. Right. I can't remember a time in this country when it was great for us. Let me see, was it great during slavery? Hell no. Was it great during Reconstruction? Hell no, they burnt all that shit. Was it great during Jim Crow? Nah, we couldn't even come in the front door. Was it great during the 70s when we started to get our shit together? Nah, because then they hit us in the 80s with crack.
So today's topic, unfortunately, is a little bit more morbid. There's been a pattern that a lot of people on social media have been noticing, especially Black people in particular, is that when you are the sole Black person within a predominantly white friend group, it doesn't seem as if your life is guaranteed. Whatever trip you take, whatever thing you do, it seems like your life, your dignity, your pride, those things are always at question, right? From a co-host that is on a popular show like Caleb Hammer, all the way down to a one singular Black child hanging out with his supposed friend group that don't give a damn about him, right? So we're going to take a look at a couple of clips, see if we can find any commonality behind it, or see if we spot some of the things that I saw when scrolling through social media. Unfortunately, like I said, it is a dark and heavy topic, but I think it's one that people should be willing to investigate and look at and be willing to talk about.
Authorities say Wells' friends left the island and he stayed behind and was supposed to take a different boat back to the mainland Saturday, but never did. After a desperate search, Wells' body was found off the shore Monday. Investigators say they have no information at this time to indicate a crime was committed.
Tamla's family believes race also played a role. The only Black woman at the party in a county with few Black people. On top of that, some of the responding officers knew the people at the party. The man on that 911 call was a former probation officer who, at the time, worked in the county's court system.
Rogers clarified some comments made on social media overnight, identifying the victim of the assault as a Black teenager. The sheriff also made note of his relation to a young woman seen in a video punching the victim. Rogers says the woman is a second cousin related to his wife's side of the family.
Hey! Give him some more! Give him some milk! Oh, bro. Yeah, you got refrigerate. It's hot back too, bro. Here you go. I know.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
No, I'm Black. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say.
Oh, yes, it does.
Bro, I'll just find a way. Hey. Yeah, they think I'm about to bring that.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
I'm gonna die.
Standing right
Hold on.
You have to go.
I'm just trying to
get over there. We taught him how to swim.
Oh,
Truly apologize for the first time in my life for what's about to happen, but please.
You don't have to apologize.
Come lean here. I will do whatever I want, and what I want to do is apologize. There you go. If you're not afraid to say it, then say it.
Say what?
Tactical nuke
Incoming!
Just so we are clear, none of this is okay, and none of this is normal. It has been 1 week since the body of Gerard Jackson was found hanging in a wooded area in Michigan right outside the Electric Forest Festival that he was attending. His death was ruled a suicide. It has been a little over 2 weeks since the body of Tone Miller was found hanging in a park in Miami. Her death ruled a suicide. It has been a little over 2 months since the body of Juliana, 16-year-old, found hanging near a church in Charlotte. Her death ruled a suicide. It has been about 4 months since the body of Kyle Basinga was found in Georgia hanging. None of this is okay, and none of this is normal. It has been less than a year. It will be a year in September when they found Trey Reed's body at Delta State University in Mississippi. His death ruled a suicide. And you may be asking, Rashonda, well, how many black people walk around with rope on them? The answer would be none, Helen. 0.
You're telling me you're gonna walk out over a dumbass fish that says nothing? She says one word and it's the N-word. You're offended? She doesn't even know 30 languages or 30 words in the English fucking language, dude.
Trey, you're overreacting, man.
You're overreacting.
So one of the commonalities that I saw is the sole black person thing. It just looks odd, especially for somebody that is constantly around black people, being from Atlanta, living in Atlanta, or even in the metro areas. Like, I'm just used to seeing black people. So seeing one spotted black person does look odd. And I've also been in majority white spaces. So I've got a glimpse into what friendship looks like, especially for the one black guy that's there. And I hate to say it, but typically the token black guy, they try to get some stuff off, man. They trust and believe the N-word is going to come up. It's going to happen. And they're going to, it's almost like a test to see, well, is he going to say anything? The N-word is going to come up. Jokes will come at your expense. What else? Just a lot of weird and odd behavior. Things that you would expect to see. It's just, I'm not sure why it's like that. It is what it is. But hopefully one day in our future, our race relations will be better, right? We are under the leadership or lack thereof of the most divisive president I can think of in my lifetime, right? Donald Trump is actually one of the worst presidents to have during this time frame because of his lack of disavowal of white supremacy and his allowance or complicit behavior to white supremacy, allowing Elon Musk to do what Elon Musk wants to do and being able to do dope. So we're just not in a good space on a social or political level or any level at that to look at things and not really see race, right? We saw this with Carmelo Anthony, which is another black person who said, hey, I had a friend who invited me under the tent, and then the friend testified, I don't know that guy. My thing is this. One, there's only a couple ways that this typically has gone, right? Or the ways that I've seen it, right? And unfortunately, the clips that I used, they're unfortunate. The first thing is some level of embarrassment, right? So beyond the first couple of instances or examples leading to somebody, unfortunately dying. The other thing is the embarrassment. I don't know. I've seen this clip go around well before, and I'm glad I was able to find it, where this kid or black kid, he seems to be in his, young 20s or whatever the case, college age. He is drunk, apparently, and inebriated, and he's surrounded by white people. And here's the other thing too. That's another thing that I noticed is when you hear the voices, it's not just always white boys, it's white girls too. White girls, especially in today's time, like to separate themselves a lot from their racial involvement or accountability that they have, but they're there too. And they're definitely somebody you got to look out for. But the first thing I noticed was he's drunk. He's in a vulnerable state, surrounded by white people. And what are they doing? Laughing at him. He's already been drenched with milk. It looks like chocolate milk. And they're not helping him. They're embarrassing him and recording it and thinking that it's fine. Yeah. Friendship with white people doesn't seem to come with the humanity that most friendships come with in these examples, right? Let me preface that in these examples. Another thing too is, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Caleb Hammer. You saw what he did. He calls his black co-host or black employee, maybe not a co-host, probably not the best word. He calls his black employee over just to get called the N-word by some white guy or some guest. It's not even that guy that's there is there supposedly to get help with his financial spending, but somehow that turns into a humiliation ritual for, you know, a willing participant that's black. Now, I'm calling Tyler a willing participant because I've seen what he said about being the black translator for the show. Meanwhile, the guest that's on the show that's black, while he's speaking, he's not articulate or not the most articulate, but it's not as if you can't understand what he's saying.
I think speaking niggas, bro.
You're giving Caleb a headache.
The jobs that I've lost due to her is a part of this conversation too. So
I'm sorry. Can we please bring in Tyler?
Oh shit!
I just need a little translating here.
Big man's the black translator?
Call me big man? Me and that dude's first interaction, bro, he was dead ass the darkest nigga in the office.
This is Tyler. I need a little translating.
Oh!
I have had a plethora of jobs before. The amount of jobs I've lost due to her is a part of the conversation too.
Pause.
I think speaking niggas, bro. Growing up, I was always called whitewashed because I speak proper. I just want niggas to know I got family members who literally talk exactly like this nigga, bro. Half of my family is Jamaican. Them niggas don't even speak English. I only speak proper because I wanted to be one of the few niggas that made it out. I have family on family on family that talk like this nigga, bro. Niggas, just a bunch of yapping.
So he basically said it's not only him, it's not only his fault that he's losing these jobs, it's also her fault too that he's losing these jobs. So it's not just him, it's her, and it's a collective effort between the both of them.
You did make it out. Look at how successful you are. Squeaks, I appreciate that.
Just by listening, right? It's just part of the bit. They make racism in their own way funny for them, I guess, or to the people or the audience, but whatever the case is. The thing that's really bothersome about a lot of these cases is they just seem to be swept under the rug and just rule suicide. There's no real consideration as to what happened or the suspects behind it, or should it really be considered. And I think that's what makes this aspect of it, of being the sole or the only black person in the predominantly white friend group, super dangerous, because there's this obvious lack of care for a black person that's lost their life. And then there's so many connections to it, right? And what I mean by that is the perpetrators or the potential suspects have some tie-in with the system or with somebody that can help them and help them throughout the system. And it seems like the police, whatever county it is, they don't care. And it's just really odd. It's odd. It's odd, especially with the most recent case, because apparently one of the boys' stepmothers or mother is a judge. So it's one of those things where you seem to, if you are black and in a majority white group, it seems like you have to capitulate, take the butt of the jokes. It's very similar to with that clip where the kid is saying, hey, I don't feel comfortable swimming, or I can't swim, I think I'm going to die. You can hear his white friends, one, giving him shit, but also hear him make chimping noise.
I'll just find a way. Hey.
But again, for those who may be in black friend group or maybe in white friend groups as the sole or only black friend, maybe you can give some backstory. Maybe you can give a comment about your experiences or what you enjoy about it, because somebody that's kind of seen it from a distance and been adjacent to it, but not the only black person. It's never been my case, and I don't think it ever will. It don't seem like it's even if there is no physical harm or danger, it just doesn't seem like it's the place to be at, because there's other things that come with it, especially that N-word thing, man. I don't know what it is about white people in the N-word. They have to say, or they want to say it so bad, but I feel like you should know better. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, because even my dad, even when we were around predominantly white areas or predominantly white churches or whatever the case may be, he told me, hey, don't do that. You cannot and will not do the same stuff as they do. Don't do that. You can't. I don't know, man. It's Spidey senses be tingling, and I'm telling you, when you are the only black friend in a predominantly white friend group, Spidey senses need to be going off, bro. I just don't trust it myself. So anyway, this could be a part 2, or there could be another video. I think I'm gonna start doing pre-recorded videos. It's so much easier to do than trying to set up a live stream. It gives me time to edit, and I don't have to worry about putting it out on the same day. So appreciate those who are watching. Appreciate all of those who are watching. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment. I'm very interested to see if you guys have different perspectives, all that good stuff. And who knows if if the time comes and there's a live show to do, maybe we can have the conversation. I'm willing to have that, or willing to do that. So yeah, y'all be safe. Deuces.